Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video. We're doing a USA extended forecast for today's second video. So we're looking at the extended ECM model for the next 6 weeks in terms of mean cell pressure, 500 millibar height, temperature and precipitation anomalies for America. And I should get on with that for you in a moment. Just say about the first video, saying was the 6 AM upload. Got our 10 to 14 day live stream coming up today, and Tony Scully's March and spring forecast on the way today as well. So please check out all of today's content. Thank you so very much, everybody, for doing that, and I hope you're having a lovely Wednesday. Live stream will be at 6 PM British time. Okay, let's have a look then. GMT, 6 PM GMT. Right, okay, let's have a look. We'll start off with the week 1 mean cell pressure anomaly for America. It's taking us from the 27th of February to 6th of March. The coming week is unsettled. This week is unsettled with low pressure in many parts of the states. The 500 millibar height anomaly looks like that, with below average heights in the northwest and central regions. Still this omnipresent ridge down towards the far east and southeast. East-west split with temperatures this week. It's cold in the west. You've probably heard about snow that's been falling near LA and what not. So cold from the west coast to the Rockies, east of that, milder than average, especially so in the far east and southeastern portion of America. And precipitation-wise, rather unsettled week to come. Dry in the far south and southeast along the Gulf Coast and towards Florida. A little bit on the dry side up towards the northwest as well, but generally wet, you know, from the Pacific coast to the Rockies, and then east of the Rockies through the Midwest towards the eastern seaboard. Right, week 2 will be the 6th to the 13th of March. Here we go. High pressure then building in from Canada into northern parts of America. You will think that will start to bring down some colder air maybe in some of these midwestern and eastern states. What 500 millibar heights doing? So that shows we've got an area of above average heights through southern parts of America, below average heights extending in from the west to the east coast. Temperature anomaly goes colder in many areas, so it's slightly on the other side of extreme south along the Gulf Coast towards Florida and whatnot. However, many areas looking colder than average all the way from the west coast right way to the eastern seaboard. Goodness gracious me, what a change that is. The current of cold, though, is in the west and in the northwest, it has to be said. So that's where the deepest of the cold is. But even going further eastwards, you know, the temperature will be below average, which is something we haven't seen very often through this winter. And precipitation-wise, it's still quite wet towards the Californian coast of America, there towards the west coast, although dry up in the far northwest. Wet around the Rockies, of course, that's all going to be snow. And then further eastwards, it's actually rather on the dry side, you know, through the Midwest, heading towards the northeast Great Lakes, for example, looking pretty dry. A little bit wetter down here in the southeastern corner, maybe. Week 3 will be the 13th to the 20th of March. So a ridge then starts building across many parts of the states. So that's mean cell pressure anyway. 500 millibar height, though, shows a trough of below average height through much of the north and into the east as well. High pressure pulls out in towards the Pacific. That looks like it's still be quite cold, actually. There'll still be some jet stream on a northwest-southeast alignment there through many parts of America. How's the temperatures looking? They're cold. Look at this. Cold from the west coast right way over to the east coast. Countrywide cold outbreak there in America for the 3rd week into the middle part of March. Because of the cold again, likely the central northern states and on into the Midwest. So it looks like a more wintry March, and we've had through this winter so far in America. Precipitation-wise, looks quite wet in the east and the southeast. A lot of that could be snow, of course, with both cold temperatures and also out toward the west coast, dry up here in the far northern part of the Midwest and going up into the far northeast of America. Week 4 is the 20th of March to the 27th. Weakening signal, high pressure over towards the west coast. Let's see if the 500 millibar heights are any clearer. Whoops, let's try updating that again. Is it gonna work? Come on, EC! Come on, come on, come on! Come on, EC! Sorry, it seems the image could not be loaded. Thank you so much for ruining my video. EC, let's have another go. What's going on? What's going on? I tell you what, while that's loading up, let's have a look at the temperature anomaly. There we go. So what week are we up to now? Week 4 temperature anomaly from the 20th to 27th of March looks colder than average in the west. Cold average from the west coast over toward the Rockies. A little bit less cold maybe over in the east. And how is the precipitation anomaly looking? So wet in the east and the southeast, a little bit drier up in the far north. Did that load? No, it didn't. Right, okay. Well, let's go on to week 5 mean cell pressure anomaly, 27th of March to the 3rd of April. Here we go. Some higher pressure in the west, otherwise a very, very weak signal. So let's put in a question mark. What is the 500 millibar heights looking like? Well, there it is. Can we get that week 4 up? No, we just won't do it, will it? How bothersome. How bothersome. Never mind, we'll go on to week 5. Right, and we're going to put in a couple of question marks for the 500 millibar heights for week 5. How's the temperatures looking? Let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look. So it's a little bit colder in the far northwest. Otherwise, again, ever weakening signals. And precipitation-wise, again, not much of a signal. And finally, week 6 for mean cell pressure will be the 3rd to the 10th of March. So very weak signal again. I'm putting in a question mark. What's the 500 millibar heights doing? If it will load again, we're going to put in a question mark as well. All getting very mysterious later on into March and through to April. Temperatures going a little bit milder in the east and the northeast through Midwest in week 6. Colder out to the west. And lastly, precipitation for week 6 looks like that. And again, not much of a signal to be gleaned. So it's okay up to like weeks 1 through weeks 1, 2, 3. That's fine. Also, it's getting a little bit mysterious for weeks 4, 5, and 6. It looks like much cold weather is on the way through the first half of March for America. Big change compared to what we've had through this winter so far. And yeah, you know, significant changes to come. Winter is not done yet, everyone. Some cold weather and some snow on the way for large portions of America for the first half of March. If you enjoyed this USA podcast and found it useful, despite the fact that it all fell apart, thanks EC, then please like, share and subscribe on videos. Thank you so very much everybody for doing that. We'll do it all over again next Wednesday. I'm going to be back a little bit later on, live streaming at 6 PM. I'm going to have Terry Scully's March and spring forecast coming up later on today as well. So keep checking back to the channel for more. For this one though, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.